Good morning, everyone. This is Kathleen Stapper with Guided Light Tarot. I'm sorry about that. Just moving things out of my way so I don't knock over my coffee cups. I'm doing my mediumship this morning. If you didn't catch my earlier show this morning, I did do a prediction show that I covered
this morning. If you didn't catch my earlier show this morning, I did do
I'm sound pop back on that. I did do a prediction show for July forward on weather conditions I'm seeing in the United States and some of the indictments that will be coming down from the January 6th. It's just a part one. Like I asked on the other video, if you want to go back and catch that, if you have questions in regards to predictions that you'd like me to address, if you'll post them on the other video, I would appreciate it, because I'm going to be working with my guys doing more predictions. And like I said on the other video, I will be doing the midterm election videos sometime in August, after all the primaries are done for the Democratic primaries, because there's a lot of Democratic primaries that are happening. And I do want to do a list of the incumbents and the Democratic challengers to see how many seats we can possibly take. I'm feeling like there'll be 6 to 8 seats. I have predicted that McConnell will be stepping down. He will stay in office, but he'll be stepping down 3 to 5 months after the elections. So enough for politics on that note. Go back and catch the video. It should pop up in, I didn't see it in my chat yet, so it should pop up in the next, it can take about an hour for it to load after it's recorded. So please do catch that. And I'm going to hit the list. And hi, Gma. Hi, Marina, Darlene, Lisa. And I am going to grab people's questions. And Priscilla, if there's somebody you want me to specifically see if I can bring forward, go ahead and put their first name in. If not, I can do a general to see who in your family or loved ones or friends that have crossed over will come forward. I can do it either way. The same thing with you, Darlene, Lisa, if you can pop up a name if there's somebody specific you want me to catch. And hi, Gma. It's been a long time since I've seen you. I haven't been in a lot of the chats and the different channels. Would love to read on your brother for you. Hey, Tammy. Yeah. Hi, Connie. Is it Connie Brown or the other Connie B? I'm sorry to say your name if it's Connie Brown, because I know there's 2 Connie B's now online. I never know which one it is. Okay, Priscilla, I got it. And let me pull you off the other one. And what I'll do is, those of you that don't have one listed, when I throw the general reading card, I will ask for anybody that wants to come forward for you to come forward. And if somebody does step forward, I can try to identify who they are. I usually can't pull a name. Every so often I can, but usually I don't. But I will give you a description of what kind of energy, what kind of person I'm feeling, and what kind of images they're bringing forward. I usually ask Spirit to give me an image of a memory that will be familiar to you. I do try to, normally when I channel, I ask Spirit questions in my head, but I will try to channel that out loud so that you hear what I would normally say in my head to my guides and to Spirit, so that I can get a response back. I have a hard time reading the chat. I'm going to take a minute to give Snow Wolf a call. He's a good friend of mine, and he said that he would read the chat for me for response. Oh, hey, Connie. I need to send you a text and see how that book is going. Both Connie B's are writing books too, which is the funny thing. So I never know which one is it. And you don't have your little icon on there anymore. So I never know if it's you or the other one because you both have a purple C. So, anyways, it's great to see you in here, Connie. And Snow Wolf's going to be in my ear reading the chat for me as I read your loved ones. And if you will just, you don't have to put any details in, but just give me a confirmation if you know who I'm picking up on, maybe your relationship with that person. I'll try to get a relationship connection with that person that comes forward if I don't have it already. And any response you have, if I'm getting a hit that you're recognizing all that would be great. It's nice to have that confirmation, know that I'm connected to the right person. Sometimes if you ask to speak to one person, there may be somebody else that comes forward that wants to give you a message that will override the person you're asking to speak to. It happens, not always, but sometimes it happens. You may ask to speak to dad, but mom's has something more to say, then she'll push dad out of the way, that kind of thing. Or you ask to speak to your brother and your mom will come forward, or your grandmother will come forward because she has a message for you. You never know. So I will do that. I want to thank everybody for coming in this morning, and I'm trying to work more and more in my mediumship. I sort of a little out of practice. I always work, as I said before, I've always worked, when I read cards, I do read through my guides and through mediumship. Hi, third eye. I asked me third eye. Put you on the list. And sometimes it can be difficult for me to, when I'm channeling spirit, I tend to step over the line of the veil. And so when I can see the chat and the letters, they just look like foreign objects. It's like walking into Egypt and seeing all the symbols on the pyramids. I can't make words out of them until I come all the way back and ground the energy back on this side of the veil before I can actually read the chat. So Snow Wolf is going to help me out, and I'm going to give him a really quick buzz in my ear, just so that he can talk to me. Hey, honey. Hi. Okay.
Predictions show that I got this morning. If you think
some reason my computer keeps on putting a sound on my YouTube channel. Okay. I'm going to do a general reading for the collective first before we start on the mediumship readings, just to sort of get the energy flow going. Let's see what this week coming up is going to look like for everybody. And let me turn my camera off too. Yeah. It's hard to have multiple cameras going on. That would put 3 cameras on. So. Got a new deck of cards here. I replaced my Light Sears card. I wore the other deck out, so this one's gilded. Isn't that pretty? Green's amongst my favorite colors. So. These cards are a little stiff still. Okay. So let's see what this week is looking like. We've got some crazy energy going on in the middle of the readings, but it's going to come out looking good. The bottom of the reading is the 6 of Pentacles for us. That's that charity card. like I always say, please do charity or reach out for charity if you need help. Always never be afraid to ask for help from people. I know I'm one of those people that are really hard to ask people for help when I need it. Um, I'm used to giving help, not receiving it. So just remember, nothing's wrong with asking people for help when you need it, but it's also nice that when you see somebody in need to help them out. Um, Charity isn't always financial. It can just be helping hand, advice, helping somebody around their house, helping them with yard work, whatever. Um, in the center of the reading, I get the Four of Swords. This is a reflection contemplating, the foundation, what's been happening in the past. And um, swords are that truth. It's looking for that inner truth and following your heart. Um, and letting go of what's not serving you. So it's a reflection on that past to build your foundation. It's crossed by options that are coming towards us. I like this card. It looks like she's making a blind choice. We've got two messengers above her. The crows are the messengers, presenting options. You don't make these choices, these opportunities that arise blindly. You follow your heart. You may have your eyes closed, but you need to follow the energy of your heart to make a decision when opportunities come before you. Above us, we've got the devil. I think this is that insurrection energy that's sort of been in the atmosphere. We've all watched most of us have watched the trials and stuff, and we're feeling that bog of things aren't moving fast enough and stuff like that. I do have a comment to make about that. Um, I'll finish the reading, and then I'll backtrack on my comment. In the near past, that King of Pentacles, I'm seeing this is like that Trump energy, that greedy king that's taking that energy. Um, I'm feeling like there's a tower moment. This week has been tower moment for him, and we're all feeling that. And in our near future, we are rising up in our strength, our power as a collective, and seeing that all that information is getting out there. It's coming to fruition slowly but surely. This is affecting a lot of people in the United States that have been major Trumpsters or Republicans. It's slowly drawing people to rethink how they're politically standing. Um, and that's giving more strength to the collective. Between that and the Supreme Court and abortions and all that, I think you're seeing people stopping and taking a look at what is really going on, and maybe even considering changing their mind about how they're looking at politics these days. Um, in the challenge position in our fears and um, hopes and fears, I get the Ace of Cups. This is that emotional, that heart-centered card. We fear that things are not going to be taken care of, but we're hoping that it gets taken care of. This is a yes card, though. Trust that this system will work out. Don't stress out over it. If you're getting burnout from watching too much news, back away from it for a while. We don't need to to watch over and over and over and over and over again and keep that topic going. Let things just rest for a while, step away from it, and move on to things that are more important in your everyday life. These things will get resolved. We have people that are here on earth that are following their karmic paths to prosecute and to deal with those things. It will happen in time. And just we all need to remember that we drive our own chariot. We move ourselves forward the way we need to, and that's advice from spirit, is to take control of your chariot, and it will drive you into the right direction. This is a neat card because this chariot, he's not using brains. He is controlling the destination of this chariot by his will. And that's what we need to do. We need to take our collective will and take control of our situation and our feelings, our emotions of what's going on politically in this environment right now, and move forward. Um, we are full of strength, and Spirit wants us to know that we all have the strength to get through these times. When we made it through the last 5 years, this is just the tie up. It will take some time, but we will make it through. And I do see the Knight of Cups. This is, that the Cups is that energy, the Knight, that fight. This will lead us to the victories and to the outcomes that we're wanting to see. So just trust in the system and trust what's going on. Don't get overloaded with the news. If it's bogging you down, step away from it for a while. Try not to watch it over and over and over again, and that repeat. Now, the one thing I did want to say is a comment about Merrick Garland coming out with the Barr memo that was issued out when Trump was in office. If you go back and you listen to maybe Rachel Maddow covering that, look at the language that's in that. He follows that by saying from the Barr memo that no investigations will be taking place without consent of the AG. That doesn't mean he's going to stop all investigations because they're a candidate running for office or because it was the ex-president. That means that before they go out rogue and start doing all these investigations, they have to clear those investigations through the AG, and the AG needs to be on page of what's going on and what they're going to be looking at and how they're going to be addressing it. That doesn't mean it's stopping. I think what that memo messaging and why he adopted it for is to get Trump to back down. Trump thinks, Barr wrote this to protect me. They're not going to investigate me because I'm going to be running for office. Don't let that fool you. These investigations are ongoing. They have been ongoing. He is not going to stop those investigations. He may consider new investigations or new approaches to investigations. Take those into consideration on what does and doesn't need to be done. With the number of people that are in the DOJ that are Trump appointees and Trump Trump supporters, he's being very, very careful of who's touching what, why, and who's assigned there. He is not letting everybody get involved to start investigations or not. Not everybody's going to be privy to what's going on. He's keeping that circle very tight, very under his wing, and he is very good and very known for being closed mouth on that. So trust that he does know what he's doing. Trust that him adopting that is not saying, nope, we're not investigating. We have an election coming up in 2 years, and we're just bringing it to a screeching halt. That is not happening. Snow Whip, if anybody didn't know, he's also a psychic, and he is getting a hit on that. Yes, he wants to control who's doing the investigation, is the primary reason why. And I totally agree with him. But I also think it is also to taper down Trump's energy and to keep to throw him off his game, because he's looking at it as a Barr thing, as protection. They're not gonna keep diving, That's not true. That part's not true. And I think it's mostly to throw Barr off. I'm not seeing Trump putting his nomination in the hat. He's grifting still. He needs all these extra fundraisers to grift, because he needs money. He is really short on money, so he's going to grift and grift and grift. As soon as he officially throws his hat in the ring, he has to report all that money. It becomes controlled by campaign finance laws. Right now, he's grifting. He doesn't have to be as accountable for it. I do think there will be some accountability for how he's using those funds, but right now there's more leniency on that. I'm seeing him throwing his hat in sometime after January or later into the year, so he can continue to grift as long as he can, as long as he thinks that things aren't amping up on investigations on him. He's not going to throw it, if he doesn't think that they're amping up. I think that's why those notices went out now. then he's going to back off. He'll continue to grift, and he's not going to officially throw his hat in the ring. So it's, and Trump's greedy. And bottom line is Trump needs money. He's greedy, and he doesn't want to have to look forward on that. Hey, Viviana, nice to see you in here. I'm going to add you to the list. And yes, this is for entertainment purposes only. Good one, Vivian. And anyways, I also want to make a quick announcement too. I'm still trying to get my 525 goal. We'll do 5 free readings. Viviana, now that I'm doing much better, I need to send you an appointment to do your readings, since I'm through surgery and all that, and I'm back on my feet reading. So we'll get that taken care of. And I'm probably going to have to do it. We can do it through a private StreamYard and record it, and then I can make it available to you privately, so nobody else can access it but you. But I'll flip you an email. I have your email. I'll flip you an email, and we'll if you can tell me what day is good for you and what time of day is good for you, flip me an email back, and we'll get that scheduled up. Hi, Teresa. Let me add you to the list too. And let me pop up here to the beginning. Darling, did you send me a name? I think you did. Do you remember if Darling sent me a name? Go to the other side. It's harder to see for me. Mother. Okay, great. Let me see if I can connect into the energy. I'm feeling like your mother told me she passed like 5 to 7 years ago, something like that. Our time may be off a little bit because time is different on their side. Time moves very much faster on their side. She's a very beautiful soul. She says, oh, it's so beautiful here. I would have never expected it to be like this, she's saying to me. A memory for me. Give me something that will spark a memory. She's very domestic. I see her doing needlepoint. That's funny. I don't normally see needlepoint. Needlepoint, she loved to cook. When you were younger, she used to wear aprons. She had quite a few of them, and she made them. And she's telling me they were stylish back then. It's funny. Yeah. I'm seeing brunette. Hair rollers, and then a comb out, wearing scarves with rollers. That's funny. She must be about my grandmother's age, because I'm seeing it like early 70s, late 60s. Back when women set their hair still, and those prickly rollers with the pins, the pink pins that they put in them, and scarves. And then eventually she switched to the that pink sponge rollers that clipped across. She used to wear the really old fashioned one that had like the brush inside of the gray rollers with the scarves, that would set their hair and put scarves in, and then they would comb it out later after it dried. They used to try to dry it naturally. Sometimes they would sit under the big old blow dryer units that would sit them on the counter and sit under them at home. She did enjoy going to the hairdressers and having her hair done periodically. Was she born in like the 20s or 30s? Because I'm seeing her like in the 60s wearing fitted outfits. Pillbox hats. Like she was getting I always think of church when I see the pillbox hats and the dressed for church. She reminds me of my grandmother. And if this isn't your mother, it may be your grandmother coming forward. I don't know. It's definitely a mother energy. But I'm seeing I'm seeing the fashions of the late 60s, early 70s, that transitional period, where women wore dresses more than slacks. Although she did wear slacks, she was more comfortable in dresses because that's what she was raised in. Something else that might. I don't feel like she worked outside of the home. She enjoyed being at home. If she did, it was only part-time. I don't feel like she was a career-minded person. But I can't tell if this is mother energy or grandmother energy. That's funny. That's all I'm pulling. Any messages? Any messages? She's saying she's very proud of you. You've made very good decisions in your life path. And remember to take the time to enjoy life, enjoy family. Remember, family is always very important. Spend time with the kids and grandkids as they come. Family is very, very important. That's all I'm hearing. She sends her love. She's around a lot. She comes and goes. She watches your progress through life. And she's sending her love and hugs. That's all I'm picking up. Okay. Ah, okay. Well, just let me know in the chat after you watch it, darling, and let me know if it's your mother or your grandmother energy that I'm pulling, because I wasn't sure. If not, they have very similar energies. I'm going to go ahead and move on to Chima and your brother. I think I've read your brother before. Jima's brother. Oh, he just stepped right forward. He says, "I'm here." He's like, he was waiting to talk to you. It's funny. And he says, "I'm doing really well over here. Really, really well." He goes, "I know you worried a lot about me before I passed." He says, "You can let that go. I'm good." I'm feeling like he was ill before he passed. It wasn't a sudden death. I don't usually like to look at the cause of death. Give me a memory. I'm feeling like this is an older brother. He was like 2 or 3 years older than you. So we went through some tough times. It wasn't easy growing up, but we made it. We made it. We made it. He says, "Let the past go. Those things don't serve you anymore." He says, "Just let that go. Forgive and let go." He says it's all about the love on this side. All about the love. Okay, I can pull Priscilla forward next. Thank you. Do you guys have a dog, like a medium-sized dog? I'm seeing it like a brown dog or a blackish brown dog. It's like your brother loved this dog. I don't know if it was your dog or a dog in the family or a dog. He's claiming the dog. Okay, I will read Priscilla in a second. I'm watching this dog goes everywhere with your brother. It was like a tag along. You love this dog. Why are you showing me the dog? Because the dog's with him now. He says, "The dog is with me." I'm feeling like he was younger when you had this dog, but to about 10 years old, 12 years old. It's so funny. I always question, why am I seeing this? He's like, "Oh, I just love this dog." He says, "No, he's here with me though." I'm not getting the dog's name, but Yeah. He's always by my side. It's so funny. He's just sending his love, Gma. He says he knows you miss him. He knows you talk to him. He does hear you. He is in and out of your home quite a bit. He says, "You're aware that I'm there." He moves things around the house. He goes, "You know it's me." Says that he pulls pranks on you, like moving things that you set him down and he moves it across the room. And you could have sworn you left it on the table, but then you find it on the stand, you know, that type of thing. And he's laughing. He says, "It's funny." He said, "It's like hide and seek when we were kids." And I'm thinking, I don't think she appreciates that much. That seems more frustrating when you move something and somebody's looking for it. Says he'll be here when you're ready to cross, but you've got a while still. You're not coming over soon, but he'll be there waiting for you when you cross. I love it when they show me longevity in your life. And he goes, "You have lots of time yet." He says, "It'll just be seconds for me, but it'll be time for you here." He's sending his love. He goes, "You'll know when I'm around. You'll feel me." And he's hugging you right now. He tells me you should feel the chill. He's giving you a big hug, sending his love. That's what I'm getting. Priscilla, who was Priscilla wanting to get Uncle Gary. Okay. I'm gonna grab Priscilla's really quick. Uncle Gary. Uncle Gary there. Showed me he's so tickled you asked for him. You were one of his favorites. You were very close to him. I'm feeling like you spent a lot of time with him. Summers, and well, you lived near him, so you saw them frequently. And he's showing me different family events, holidays, Christmases, gatherings. That they were close to the family. That they was says you were a beautiful girl. You've grown up to be a very beautiful woman, as smart as he ever thought you would be. Do you have any messages for Priscilla? He's saying you're on the right path. You're making the right decisions. Follow your heart. You know what to do. I don't know if this is career or he's saying yes, career. As I was like, is it career relationship? He said, no, career. He's very proud of you. You're a very, very bright girl. Okay. He's like crazy bright, crazy bright. Yeah, your uncle is saying just stay on the path that you're on. You're going in the right direction, and he loves you. He's very, very proud of your success. Thank you for coming forward. And what did Darlene say again?
Back on that. I did do a prediction show for July 4th.
35 years ago. So that's why I was seeing the aprons. She kept on showing herself as a housewife with aprons and rollers in her hair. And this is Darlene's mother or grandmother. I think it was her mother. I don't remember everything I said. I can see the roller still. I don't know why. I'll go back and read the chat later. Clear my screen here. Got pop-ups coming up. And yeah, I'm gonna. See. I'm hearing a yes on New Mexico. I'm gonna throw some cards on New Mexico though. I want to see what. I heard as soon as I read the word New Mexico, I heard a yes. That was from my guides. Mexico's very different than Tennessee, that's for sure. I'm hearing you'll like it there, though. I don't know if you're following a career or if you're just making a decision to relocate. Let's see, move to New Mexico. That's funny because maybe when she was younger, he spent more time with the family because I kept on seeing family gatherings. The underlying card as a reading aspect is the Knight of Pentacles, as that moving forward with financial prosperity, which is good. The first card of the reading is that King of Swords. That's that 360-degree king looking for your truth, your strength and power. That's also your intuition, your following. It's followed by the High Priestess. You know what to do. You've already made this decision. You're just wanting confirmation that you're making the right decision. I see you're moving. You put a lot of thought in this. You've consulted with your guides. You're being drawn to this area for a reason. It's karmic. It's spiritual. It's change. It's a dream, a new adventure. It's starting a new chapter in your life. You've been working really hard towards this. You're a hard worker. This is your ending a cycle and you're moving into that new cycle. And, your higher powers are bringing this. You're working in your karmic path. I do see success in this. I get the 10 of Pentacles, happy family. This is a place that you're going to be very happy living in. So yes, if you do move forward, you're going to be very happy there. You're going to find You like the lifestyle. You like the energy in the area that you move into. The cost of living, it's affordable. Hotter than you're expecting, but it's not the same kind of heat that you get in Tennessee. Less humidity. It's more high desert, drier climate. But you'll like that. You'll like that change. And you know you're not that far from Tennessee. You can drive back and see family or whatever. But you're looking for that independence. You're going to be very happy there. And I do see you have some worries about this move. But it's telling me you're going to be okay. To quit worrying about the little things. You will find what you need and you'll get what you want in that area. Your guides are there with you. Let me clarify that worry. Got another 5. Worry. You need to let go of that. That 5 of Cups is saying, pour down the drain. This is unnecessary worry. It is followed by the 3 of Wands. You're looking for your ship to come in, and that 4 of Cups. So you're looking for that, that the 4, the stability card. That's 4 is your foundation. You're looking for that emotional foundation, that finding your spiritual self, home. It's emotional well-being. And this is that offer card. You're being offered a gift and an option, and I think you've already made this option. Your ship will come in on this, and you got that 10 of Pentacles. So put the worry behind you. It's saying yes, that you will make this. There'll be a little worries, a little struggle. You will find the right place. Your ship will come in. Those offers will come forward for you. 3 of Cups and celebration. So, yeah, I'm seeing you make that move. Plan when you're ready to do it. Make that advanced trip. Get your P's and Q's in line, and I'm seeing that it's going to be a successful move for you. So blessings to you, Aspie, and I hope that's helpful. Okay. Could be. Oh, yes, I got the message. I forget that, and nobody else can hear Snowwolf and me. He said that yeah, it's Darlene I'm talking to, and he says that you said you thought it was your mother-in-law that came through. Like I said, I was feeling a mother or grandmother energy. I didn't know how, but yeah, that would make sense. And I'm hearing her laughing now. Yeah, it was her. So that's funny. Mm. Oh yeah, I'm seeing I'm present on YouTube. I don't know why. Let me hit the refresh. Can you type in the chat? I'm going to step out and come back in and see if that unfreezes me. Okay.
Forward
there we
on
go.
weather conditions I'm seeing in the United States and
why that threw me all the way back in the beginning of my. Okay. Okay. Aspie's sister. Was it Aspie? Sister. Oh, Chaos. Oh, Chaos. That I always accidentally call Casey, and my bad. Chaos, which is my initials also. I'm hearing it wasn't murder. It was a suicide, and she's so sorry, but she does take responsibility for that. And she says, "You're so right. Worst taste in men. A lot of bad choices." She has taken responsibility for her death, though, and she's working through that energy. She wishes she would have worked through all the problems on this side versus that side, but she has worked through those energies on that side. She's forgiven herself for not having dealt with the issues that caused her to get that depression. That I'm hearing it, abuses. I feeling like she drank, she dabbled in drugs, she was in a bad crowd. She said life was spiraling and I didn't know how to get control of it. She's asking, please forgive me. I didn't know how to reach out for help. She said, but no, she did take her life. It was not a murder. She's telling me that you're living a happy life, though, and she's experiencing the goodness in your life through you. Follow your heart's path. Don't allow yourself to be down. Always find joy in life. She said, stop mourning my death. Stop mourning me. Just let that go. It doesn't serve you any purpose. Yeah, that's all I'm getting from her. I hope that's hopeful. She said, just quit mourning her death. You need to let that go and enjoy life. Find joy in your life and everything you do. Don't allow yourself to get depressed. Okay. And then Gaze. Gaze is asking for Charles, Charles, your father or your brother, to step forward. Because she also has Angela listed on this, but I'll ask for. Oh, okay. I'm going to. I'm hearing, this is Charles. I'm asking, which Charles? Charles Sr. or Charles Jr.'s son? Check. I'm feeling like it's your brother. Is it brother? Yeah, brother energy, brother. He said, Dad's here too. We see each other from time to time. They're both on the other side. They see each other, but they are not together all the time. They're both doing their own things. Any messages for gays? Or memory? Show me swimming in a lake. Groups of people. And like you were. He was a teenager. He had a really good sense of humor. He's showing me lots of laughter, laughing, joking around with his friends, laughter. I think he was a bit of a partier or very, very social person, not necessarily partying, drinking, all that, but very, very social. Lots of friends around him, very popular with groups of people. Feeling like he was very outgoing. His outgoing energy. I feel like he was rather young to be passing your brother. But I'm not getting an age. I'm not feeling like he was a teenager, though. I'm feeling like he was like 30s or 40s. Young, an adult, though. Rich maturity. I don't know. That's what I'm seeing him about. I think he thought he liked like 28 to 30 years. He thought it looked really good back then. Like, yeah, man, my prime. He liked those years. Do you have a message? The only message he's sending me is he loves you. Is it keep doing what you're doing? What that was. Computer's making noise. I don't know why. Did he have a red car? Or did he liked some kind of red car? I don't know why it sort of reminds me of like a muscle car type car. Either he really liked him or he always wanted one or he had one. I'm not getting a clear picture. I'm just seeing a red car. Show me a red car. I don't know why, but I'm feeling like this red car was a car accident, maybe. That may be just my energy, though, because red cars, I always think of car accidents with red cars. I don't know if I'm pulling that from myself or from him. I have a thing about red cars, personally. Is she saying anything, Noah? She wants to know what? He did have a red car, okay. Do you have a son? I'm hearing yes, but he didn't have a relationship with him, or he didn't have a strong relationship. I think it feels like his awareness is more from the other side than from involvement. And I'm not understanding what. He's giving me this, like, that's sort of a touchy subject in my heart. I'm getting this feeling like he follows him now, but he didn't have a relationship, a bond with him in life. I don't think so. He's not living near you, he said. He's not near you. I'm feeling like the son is already grown. He's like of age. This isn't a small child. If he's not, I don't know if he's in high school or he's graduated and is in college. I feel like he's still getting educated, but he's not young. He's not like 7 or 8 or 9 like that. He's older. Does that make sense? No, I'm not getting a name. Names are really hard for me to get. He's not named Charles. That's all I heard. His name isn't Charles. It's not Chuck. She didn't name him after me. I'm hearing a family name, the mother's family. Somebody in the mother's family, like a father or an uncle, somebody that she looked up to. It's a grandfather, an uncle. It's a relative's name. Jonathan, Jack, Jacob, JJ. I'm hearing JJ. It starts with a J. Can't see where it's living. Yeah, no, he has regrets for that. He would have liked to have known. Very proud of him though. He's a smart boy, academic, athletic. Gary, Gary. I'm not sure. He may go by his middle name. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Snowwolf's asking is he's reading your response. Did he have a different last name? Your brother said immediately said yes. He has a different last name. He has mother's last name. Yeah, I have no idea where he's living though, but he watches over him. He's very proud of this young boy. And the mother or whoever's raising, I think it is the mother. She has done right by him. He's happy. He's athletic. He's bright. He's academic. He has good grades. He will go forward in life. He sees his future already. He says he will grow up to be very successful. He's very proud of him. He wish he was part of his life. He will meet on the other side, but he watches over him on a regular basis. And he said, don't worry if you don't find him. It's okay. He goes, he knows you'd like to know him and like to be able to tell him about him, but that's okay. He's a good person. Trust that he's a very good person. He will have a good life. He says, blessings to you for calling him forward. He's so happy that you reached out. He loves you. Thank you for coming forward. Okay. Okay. What time do we got? I'm feeling like really drained. It's been on a little over an hour. Okay, well, I'm gonna stop now because I'm feeling really drained. I did a lot of meditation this morning and was doing a lot of channeling this morning with my guides. I will be coming back on probably later this afternoon with Dean. I talked to him earlier this morning. I'll try to be coming on this afternoon with him. And we'll be doing regular readings. I will be back on hopefully tomorrow morning, if not Monday morning. I will try to come on at about 9 again. I like that 9 o'clock hour. I'm like really refreshed, rested. I will definitely try to come back on at 9 o'clock tomorrow and just come back tomorrow and I will pick up those who I didn't get to. And I will come in early and I will go ahead and, in fact, I'll go ahead and set up this show in advance. So that way I'm committed to it. Anyways, blessings to everybody. I am so glad you came. Thank you for working with me. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. And Viviana, like I said before, send me an email with what day of the week and what time of day is good for you. I know you're back east, so we'll work around your time frame and we'll get that set up. If you let me know if you have an iPhone, because we can do FaceTime too if you want. If you don't want to do it on a StreamYard and make a recording of it, we can do it via FaceTime through the phone. I do have an iPhone, so I can do that. And oh, thank you. Okay, and I will be. Thank you, Mary. I did get the message. I'm sorry. I forget that you guys can't hear Garen because he's not on the screen with me and he's talking to my ear. I guess I could have taken my. Well, I probably don't want to put you on open mic. Anyways, blessings to everybody. I'm going to go get some breakfast with my husband, and I will be back on with Dean later on this afternoon. I'm not sure what time he's setting up the program, but it will be on his channel, Hermit's Corner. It's Secrets of the Red Moon now, but you can also just type in Hermit's Corner if you're not subscribed, and I will be on with him later this afternoon to do more readings, and we'll be probably just doing card readings, but I will do some channeling when I'm reading cards. So blessings to everybody. Have a great Saturday. Enjoy the wonderful weather. Hopefully you guys aren't burning up in California like I am. And I will see everybody later this afternoon. So bye.